the other day, after a very long time, I finally lost my train of thought again, alright? And the reason I'm saying this so fast, by the way, is because I'm pissed. OBS keeps on screwing me over, and I don't know if in a second it's going to just, like, make me stop recording, and then I have to, like, start all over again. I don't know why it's doing this to me. Please, OBS, I haven't recorded a video in, like, half a millennium. Why aren't you letting me record a video? But basically, a few days ago, I lost my train of thought, and I'm making a big deal out of this because I haven't lost my train of thought in like so long. So basically, what I'm talking about is like, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody has lost their train of thought before. You're such an idiot. Okay, like that. Did you see that? I had to concentrate on what I was doing really hard. So basically, I after concentrating. Okay, see, I'm concentrating really hard right now. Okay, that guy was an idiot, but I was concentrating really hard to get like the task I was doing done, which then made me go silent for a second. So for me, that doesn't just mean going silent, alright? When I lose my train of thought, I lose like my entire ability to think intelligently, alright? So what I mean is like, it's not as serious as it is like these days, but when I was younger, my parents aren't actually native to America, and of course technically nobody is, but I mean like they're from out of the country, alright? And they moved here to make a better life for me, which is usually what parents do. They want a better life for their children. So I'm not going to tell you my ethnicity because even like only my friends probably would guess. If you met me online and I like started having a chat with you, you probably wouldn't be able to, this bed defense is so messy, but you probably wouldn't be able to guess my ethnicity because that's just how well it's hidden behind my voice. My voice, actually, I don't actually know if you would be able to guess my ethnicity, but the point is, my voice sounds like, you know, like a normal American. At least I think it does, but basically, I'm a normal American. I think like a normal American, and so therefore I'm a normal American. Okay, I was born in America, and I am American. Oh, so yeah, that's all I had to say really. But basically, I'm American. Okay, and the reason why I say that is because when I was younger, the reason why I'm like doing this topic at all is because I lose my train of thought a lot when I was younger, and the reason behind that was because my parents never knew about like the issues of America, so they never kind of like educated me on anything about that kind of stuff. So basically, that's not really about like losing your train of thought, but it's around the same idea, okay? Basically, I said basically so many times, but let me tell you. The reason, like a good example of this is probably when I was in second grade or so. Around that time, I was sitting at lunch with all my friends, and we were all enjoying our lives as second graders, blissfully ignoring the problems of the world, and you know, except we didn't just blissfully ignore them all, because actually there was a problem that I had no clue existed, and that was racism. Alright, racism is a big problem in the US, and I had no clue it was a thing. Alright, so I was like making jokes because I'm like that, just like that funny kid, you know. Everybody laughed at my joke. Not everybody. Sometimes I would not laugh at my jokes, which is why I've learned to hold back sometimes at really awful jokes. Basically, I've said basically what? How many basicallys is that? I'm going to try to stop saying basically. Okay? So, we did not know about, like, you know, racism and stuff. And so, when I made a joke, everybody kind of, like, just, you know, was, like, looking at me. They were like, what did you just say? That's racist. Like, nowadays, you know, freaking, that kind of joke is so common that like, oh my god, that was racist kind of thing, right? That's so common like amongst just everything. So I don't know why you would do that. Oh, I see why you would do that. Okay, I am incredibly stupid. Alright, so excuse me for being incredibly bad. the reason why I haven't been recording so much recently is because I'm having like a break from it. Like, not a break. Big tests are coming up soon, and my parents are making me, like, you know, not study for them, just like take a break on electronics, you know, because I've been using them overly excessively recently, and they decided that they are going to put a timer on my PC so it will automatically close after a certain time limit has succeeded. Alright, so basically what I was talking about, I hadn't even gotten to the point of the freaking topic yet, but I do want to finish this video slightly quick. I think I can play around 3 games if this game is quick. But basically, the train of thought, oh yeah, and the reason for this is because I want to go play 4-player chess with my friends, because they've just invited me to 4-player chess in the, like, kind of intersection, where I was, you know, doing all the stuff in the lobby. So basically, wait, I just said basically another, like, 3 times. Oh, I'm so incredibly dumb. I'm going to go to this base because I kind of want the loot from here. Alright, so I would lose my train of thought all the time, and I'd make a ton of jokes about stuff, and I wouldn't know if it was sexist, if it were racist, you know, and then people would tell me, and I'd learn. That's how life works, right? Like, and another good example of this is one time we were learning about Martin Luther King Jr. in our class when I was about in 2nd grade, which is normal for that kind of age because they always teach you about Martin Luther King. It's like a big topic. It's pretty important. Well, yeah, it's pretty impactful, you know? It helps you understand a lot of things, but like we learned about it, and except Martin Luther King was assassinated, and the only problem with that is I didn't know what in the world assassinated means. So I remember sitting at lunchtime, going from table to table, asking everybody, what in the world does assassinate mean? And none of them would tell me, because they all wanted to bully me. So I remember like the looks they gave me, man. They were like looking at me like with like kind of like a funny look in their eye. They were like smiling, you know. Oh, he got that bed. Now I just where are the ender chips? Oh, there we go. And like I was like so desperate to try and know what this means, and at last somebody told me. It was the same thing for like a few other words as well, but that's the one that I clearly remember. Is it? All right, so. All right, wait, what was that fireball? Nice try. Okay. You cannot defeat me. Anyway, see, I gotta finish this video quick because I really do want to play 4-player chess. You got a knockback stick just to deal with me. Instead, you got knocked off. Anyway, basically, more occurrences have happened, like in different forms as well. There was a few times actually, where I just lose the ability to think intelligently, and I've already said this, but basically, I just said it again. I'm trying to make my words more variety, you know. And usually I know a lot of words, so usually I can like kind of like monologue for a long time without stopping because I know a lot of words. But when I'm recording, I just know that a lot of people are seeing this, and I just get put on the spot. And usually, even behind that, I'm actually good on the spot, so I don't know what's going on. Recording is really weird. Basically, alright, so the reason why I lose like my ability to think is usually because, one, I am put in a spot where I kind of just say the wrong thing. For example, one time at our summer camp, we were all really big on playing cards, and we played this one game, right? And this one game of cards, like, that's called Spit, where it's like you put together the right values of cards to put them together. So I was playing this, right, and I have my own deck of cards. In fact, I've been doing magic tricks recently, so my parents got a new deck of cards, which is pretty cool. But alright, what do I do here? But other than that, you know. Okay. So basically, like, I just said it again, but the reason is, oh my god, this man is bridging in a weird way. Alright, so I'd lose control of my words. Like, for example, once I said I was playing cards with my sisters, my little sister's cards, and they were like airplane cards that she got. They were super slippery, and that was the reason for what I said. I said, bro, these cards, they're so slippery. And then everybody around us that we were sitting on the floor playing this like card game, and they were like, what? Slippery? Oh wait, no, I didn't say slippery. I said I didn't even need to use this. Okay, so basically, I said slidey. See, you must have been thinking slippery. That's the right way to say it. No. I said slidey. These cards are so slidey, and and everybody was just like, what? They were like, what did you just say? That's I'm pretty sure that's not how the way you say it. So, and I was like, oh wait, sorry. What is it? I kind of just forgot how to say it for a minute. Alright, so I said slidey, right? And there's been more cases of this throughout my entire life. I remember because when my parents brought me to America, not brought me, I was born here, but basically, I just said it again, so the reason, like, I was, like, not that smart was because of the fact that they brought me here like, in kindergarten, I remember we were just starting at school. Blue got it. Alright, well. Whoa! Whoa! That's funny. Oh. Okay. Well, he's down there. He's gonna have to void. I just kind of went silent there. Anyway. So the reason why is because when my parents brought me to America, they focused on my physical health rather than my intellectual values. So because like they were worried, they were like, because I don't think I was in a good state back then. So they were really worried about me, and they got me, they sent me to like swimming places, and that's where my swimming originated. But basically, like, the way that turned out is in kindergarten. I remember with my kindergarten teacher, we had to practice a lot of flashcards because I didn't know most words. Nowadays, I know a lot of words, like I said earlier, but like I used to not know that many words. I could speak the English language because I had went to preschool, but I didn't know much else. So they basically taught me new words, like basic words that I should know. And that turned out well, I guess. I wasn't exactly the smartest kid in class, but I grew and I like became more smart over time, so that's good. Okay, I'm focusing here because I don't want to mess up all my speed bridging because I haven't played in like 10 years. Oh, he fell into the void. To probably void. Anyway. The reason, like, oh! So I'm continuing this video because I basically haven't said anything. I've just been like stumbling over my words, and it's so frustrating because I can usually get these words out if I think through them, right? So when I was in kindergarten, everybody else was super smart, and I wasn't. Like, smart as a kindergarten can get, you know, because they were all practicing English, their math was fine. You know, I remember having trouble with multiplication because multiplication, I never learned multiplication. Multiplication was like the most confusing thing for me back in the day. I was like so confused at how multiplication worked. I remember multiplication was hard. It wasn't even hard. It was just I never understood it. I got into like 3rd grade before I learned multiplication, and that was from the teachers explaining to me how it worked. What is this guy's defense? Wood. Alright, well, he's bridging to diamonds, so. Anyway. The multiplication was super hard. Not in the fact that, and like, I eventually got it down to a like, what's it called? Down to a, what's the saying? Down to a rhythm, you know? It was like something about roofs and how many people could be under those roofs. You're gonna drop down. I'm getting stabbed from everywhere. Alright. So I got it down to a rhythm. It was like, you know, roofs and people under those roofs, stuff like that. But basically, what I had to know was like multiplication was really hard for me, you know? You know? Oh, yellow's breaking that bed. I want this bed. Hi there. I got it down to an art of how multiplication works. Whoo-wee. Okay. What was that sound I just made? The hoo-wee. Alright, anyway. Like, I just couldn't do anything. Like, I wasn't the most independent kid of them all, you know? And there's been other places where I've lost my train of thought. Places where I've just... I remember one time when I was in 2nd grade again. 2nd grade was a great year for me. But, like, I was doing this project on dodos, and I should probably make a video on that, because that year of my life, 2nd grade, was a good year. Mostly because the teacher was just so good. She like was so good at teaching. She was strict, but not that strict. She did everything. She was the best. And 2nd grade, I was doing a project on dodos, and I put together a Google Slides on it, right? And then after I put together the Google Slides, I like went out for a drink. Like not in the way you're thinking of how, like in a kid kind of way, you know. I went to my my living room, and I literally got out a ice cold, like some kind of water, you know. I did something. I remember at that counter I was like thinking about my life. I was like thinking about stuff just in general. Hi. Ooh. Okay. I was thinking about life in general, and like eventually my thoughts got really scrambled. Okay, he bought an iron sword while I was gone, but my thoughts got really scrambled, right? In the way, like, basically... Oh, I said it again. I'm not even consciously doing it, because I don't have any filler words to put in there. So, I remember thinking about the dodos, and then thinking about something else, and then thinking about that brought me to something else. And then after thinking about that, it brought me to something else. So what I'm saying here is, like, I was like, this is a really random thing to have, but basically my train of thought was going everywhere, right? It was the elusive train of thought. I could never catch it. It was literally going everywhere, man. I always like, and then I remember after that, I was thinking about what I was thinking about. I thought about how I had thought about like 10 different things in the space of a minute. You are a final kill, sir. I thought about how I thought about like 10 different things in the space of a minute. And then I thought about how, like... Did he just fall into the void? Oh no, he went to mid. Alright. I thought about how I thought of like 10 different things in the space of a minute. And then after that, I thought about how I thought about 10 different things in the space of a minute. It was a very confusing time for me. 2nd grade was when I was getting it all sorted out, man. Like, they were telling... There was this one time as well. Oh, okay. I remember another story, alright? Basically, at my swimming place, in 2nd grade, I had gone to an actual swimming place. It wasn't like a preschool swimming place anymore, right? And so, basically, at my swimming place, they said a word. It was a bad word. Okay, please tell me, like, you got, like, exploded somewhere. But it was a... Oh, nice. It was a bad word. It was basically... I'm not even going to tell you the word, but basically, like, I said it at school after that. And except, it wasn't even a bad word. It was, like, a slightly bad word, you know? It was, like, one of those bad words where... It's like hell, you know? Like, some people say it. Some people say it's not a curse. Sometimes some people say it is a curse. I say it's not a curse, by the way. Just in case you didn't realize that I just said it, but... Like, the people at my swimming place, they influenced me, and they told me that that word that I was saying was not a bad word. And so, after telling me that, I thought, alright, well, they can't be lying to me. It can't be a bad word. And so I said it at school. I was like thinking about it at school, lying on my. Okay. Hi. You idiot. Oh, you're such. Oh my god, you disgust me. Can I get there fast enough? I can't. Alright. So basically, I was thinking about it in school, and like, I remember second grade was a big time for humming for me. And like, I hum things, I thought them out loud. And so I thought out loud the bad word. And just so happened, as I was thinking about it, it was like a test time. A girl, she walked by me. And as she walked by me, she heard me saying that. And since I was looking toward her, my desk was literally looking toward her. She thought I was saying it to her, and it was this. Whoo, he, ha, go. Please don't. Oh my god. Since this, and let me tell you the truth, this word was like a word that was specifically bad toward women, which is why it's specifically weird toward women is what I should say. You're gonna drop down. You're so scary. Come on, one win. Alright, well, I'll say it right now, but let me go to the lobby, and here, I'll say it right here. Happy Easter, by the way. It's not even Easter, but is it Easter? Whatever. My birthday's actually coming up. I might talk about that. But basically, I'll finish this story now. See, I said the bad word to her, and so she was turning her test in. She walked up to the teacher. She told on me, and the teacher brought me outside, and I told her why I said that word. And in the end, it was just an all-around weird experience to deal with. So yeah, that's me losing my train of thought like everywhere. My train of thought just goes everywhere. This is usually why people laugh at my jokes. How like the stereotype of me being funny came to be. It was because everybody expected me to be stupid. All right, it's like it's really weird in a way. It's because everybody expects me to be in a stupidly funny way. It was like I said dumb things. Like everything was simpler to me than at that time. Everything I just said what came to my head, and like things made less sense to me. They made dollars. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I can tell you. Bye.